So today we're here to review and to talk about the Currentbody Neck and Dec Perfector. This is an LED system that is specifically just for the neck and the décolletage. So I have now been using this for 60 days, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through sort of what my process was and what the results were. So stay tuned. You just want to be on camera, don't you? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining today. So yes, we are here to talk about LED light therapy again. It's something that I like so much. I have embraced it and I'm using it as a part of my regular anti-aging routine. So you may have seen a previous video that I did relatively recently on an LED light mask for the face. And after 60 days of using it, I really saw the benefits from it and I was really excited by the results. So basically, Mary, big fan of LED light therapy. But today we're taking a trip further down. We're moving from the face to the neck and the décolletage. Now this is a particular area of interest for me because I'd say in about the past year I have noticed some serious formations of wrinkles happening here, particularly in the chest. So I realized probably about 2 years ago that side sleeping was creating some serious wrinkles here, particularly the vertical wrinkles that you get when you lie on your side. So there's a lot that I've been doing to try to combat this. I was using medical grade silicone patches, which by the way, I think work really well. But most importantly, I learned to start sleeping on my back, and that took a bit of training to do, but I think that's had a big impact. But what that means is I've been focusing a lot on this area because I'm 50 years old now, and I think that this is where we start to really show our age. Even though all of my lotions and potions I put here and all the way down, I think it just seems to be a little bit of a rougher skin, and it just seems to show the aging faster than other parts of my body. So boy, was I happy when I was contacted by Currentbody because this particular product had been on my wish list for quite some time. Hadn't taken the plunge. It was sort of, I was in that consideration phase because it's not an insignificant spend, you know, it's a little bit spendy. But I was so impressed with the results recently with the mask on my face that this was an area that I was heading down that road. So I just want to say this is not a sponsored video. Currentbody did send me this and asked me to give it a trial. Believe you me, it did not take much convincing. In fact, Mary did a little happy dance. I was thrilled. Okay, so a little bit of basic LED therapy background. Essentially, NASA really developed this for use on space shuttle missions for growing plants. Of course, there was no sunlight up there, and they found that it was a huge success in that space. So in the 1990s, the U.S. Navy SEALs started using LED light therapy to help wounds heal faster, and it also helped to regenerate damaged muscle tissue. There are thousands of research studies that show the efficacy of LED light therapy in a variety of ways. But really what I'm interested in is looking at it in that sort of anti-aging and sort of cosmetic field. So essentially what light therapy uses is different wavelengths of light to penetrate the skin at different levels. And those different depths will have a different impact on what it does to the skin. The most commonly used in this sort of space would be blue and red. Now, blue is typically used for sufferers from acne because it helps to reduce sebum production, so it reduces sort of the oiliness on the skin, and it also helps to kill bacteria. But the red light is really what's used in the anti-aging space. So it penetrates a little bit deeper into the skin, between 1 and 2 millimeters. What it helps to do is boost blood flow as well as the production of collagen and elastin, which deplete dramatically as we age. It also helps to boost ATP production, and ATP is that sort of energy that gives life to our cells. Then there's something called near infrared, and this is actually a longer wavelength that is not visible to the eye, and that penetrates even deeper into our tissues. That goes from about 2 to 7 millimeters, and this is where we start looking at muscle recovery. This goes even deeper into our tissues and organs and is said to help with muscle recovery. This will aid with athletic recovery, it helps with hormones, and it helps with pain relief. So the beauty of this piece is it actually combines the red and the near infrared. So the two of these combined are meant to be even more effective. So what are the benefits? What are the promises that this delivers? It says that basically it's going to help with our overall skin tone. It's going to help to reduce the fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help with discoloration and pigmentation. So those things all sound great to me. Now, like I said, I had seen the benefit of that on my face, so I'm quite hopeful at this stage, but this is a real area of concern and has been and continues to be, so I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to see some real benefits here too. So I've now been using this for 60 days. Now, though I am hopeful, this is not going to be a miracle worker. I mean, nothing ever is. And I think that it takes time to see the results. I do have to say that over those 60 days, it didn't really account for the fact that I was away for 2 weeks and I wasn't able to use it consistently while I was away. Part of that was holidays and part of that was work. When I was on holidays, I was able to use it, but when I was at a work function out of the country, I was not able to use it. So it's probably not as long as I would have liked. And I think for any of these kind of devices, consistency is the name of the game, and you need to be able to use it consistently to see the results. Okay, so I did a little comparison last night to look at these images to see from beginning to end how well this worked. And there were a couple of things that really surprised me here. The first thing that surprised me was I didn't realize how much melasma I actually have in my chest area. And it's funny because it's only when I'm using a really, pretty decent camera and really good lighting that it became obvious to me. So that's a whole nother set of things that I hadn't really factored that was going to be a concern and something that I was hoping this was going to address. Looking at the results side by side for the neck. Now, while subtle, I definitely do see an improvement on the right-hand side for the most recent shot of the neck. Side by side, I do think that the wrinkles have reduced. I have these two horizontal lines in my neck that I do think that they have improved over the course of usage. So for me, that's quite hopeful that the reduction of the wrinkles is what I was looking for and what I think it's delivering. So I do think with prolonged use, that will improve even more. Now, when looking at the décolletage, this was the part that was so interesting to me. Now, first I have to say the melasma looks worse on the right, but that's because of the amount of time I have just spent in the sun. And even though I am a persistent SPF 50 user, I was sitting on a beach in Florida for days. So, and the sun absolutely exacerbates this particular problem. So what to me, when I see looking at these images, while I'm not seeing a huge benefit to the skin brightening on the right, that's just because I've had more sun. But what I find, if you look closely, is that there's almost a, I don't know if plumping is the right word, there's something about the texture that seems more nourished. It looks healthier. It has a sort of a sheen to it that I think comes from a glowy kind of a skin situation. So it's more like the health of the skin is improved. I don't have tons of wrinkles here anymore because of a lot of the work that I've done in other areas in order to reduce that. But what I felt was that my skin is actually healthier. You know, when you kind of get a sheen or a glow from skin that's healthy, that's what I see happening here. In all honesty, I don't think that the portrayal of these pictures are as accurate as probably the results are or will be, only because I had a holiday of 2 weeks in the sun in the middle, which is really, really unfortunate. So you probably have guessed by now, the question is, do I think this is worth it? I actually really do. I really like this device. I like this device because of actually just the usability and the ease of use of it. I do have the luxury of having tried LED already on the face, and I know that this stuff works. Again, I unfortunately had some holiday time in here, which did not help this for before and afters, but I do actually believe that this stuff works. The key to it, however, as I just mentioned earlier, is consistency. No device is going to work if you don't do it regularly. It's as simple as that. You have to commit to it. Now, what I do, and I have to say this is the easiest product I probably ever used. This is what it looks like. Okay, so it's flexible. It's super, super easy to use. So the device comes with two different sets of straps, long and short. And I think the idea is that you can use these and hang it. Or for me, I use the short one and I wrap it around. And I tighten it. And there you go. It is so easy to use. You don't even realize it's there. This is something you could use and do the dishes or do your working or whatever. Walk around with it. No bother. It takes 10 minutes. And I do it 5 days a week. The way that I have been able to put this into my routine is I do it in the morning before I even get out of bed. So I set my alarm for 10 minutes early. I keep it on my bedside table. I take it out, I put it on, I put my mask back on, and I go back to sleep for 10 minutes. And then I get up and I start my day. So it's such a part of my normal routine that I don't even notice it. I don't have to think about it, and it takes absolutely no time, and I love it. Now, something that just cropped up that the guys at Currentbody just sent me was this serum. This is their green tea serum because some studies are indicating that green tea helps with the efficacy and the therapeutic effects of the LED light therapy. So green tea is a great antioxidant, so it helps to fight free radicals. And really good for the skin. So I've only started using this about a week ago. They sent it to me and said, hey, you might as well give this a try. It is a lovely serum. It's a little bit on the tacky side, but as I said, I use this before I get in the shower, so I get in and have everything taken off, but it has a beautiful scent to it. And I think I'm going to repurchase this when I run out of it. So I'm using this every morning now, this with the Neck and Dec LED mask, and I think it's just a beautiful combination. So this isn't going to be for everyone. There are certain skins it's not suitable for. If you have really acute and active acne or some very severe skin conditions, this may not be the right product for you. It also doesn't pair with Accutane users. And if you have any of these conditions, it's best to really consult your doctor. I know there have been some queries about use with tretinoin, and I use this with regular tretinoin use, so there doesn't seem to be any complications or problems there. So as I said, the usability on this is probably one of the best products I've ever used, actually, because it's so simple. So it has this little device here. This is your control, and it also gives you battery life. So you press this button, you turn it on. This is what it looks like when it's on. And that's pretty much it. Now, it goes off after 10 minutes automatically, so I do it for 10 minutes every day, and then I'm done. And it also has this little device here, which you can't see, that has 3 lights. And as it starts to deplete the battery power, the lights go down. So it goes from 3 to 2 to 1. You charge it in the wall, you pretty much unplug it, it charges into the wall separately, easy peasy. And for me, the charge lasts forever. I think I've had this for 60 days, and I've only charged it twice in that time. Even once. Lasts forever. So for usability, you cannot beat it. And I love the way that it just wraps all the way around the neck. It's catching all of the surface area that you want, because I know some people have said in previous videos, you could just take the face mask and lay it on your chest. And I did do that for a bit. But when it comes to the ease of use, you can't beat this, because you can walk around with it. It seems to cover all the area that you need. It's just absolute perfection. So now we're looking at the price. This currently retails at Currentbody website. I'm here in Ireland, so I'm looking at the EU. It is 301 euros. Now, it's not an insignificant spend. Do I think it's worth it? Personally, would I be spending my own money on this? I would, because this is a space that I'm very much attracted to. I'm very interested in anti-aging devices that I can use in my home, and I do think that it is effective. And I think that over long-term use, it will become more and more effective. So I'm thrilled that Currentbody sent this to me. I probably would have purchased it anyway, because I love the mask. I love the neck and Dec mask, and these are ones that I will continue to use on a regular basis. So guys, I'm thrilled to be able to give you a discount code that if you use MaryCB15, that will give you 15 off your purchase price, which is pounds or dollars or euros. And I will also put that information down below. So if you like the look of this video, I do hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell so that you know every time a new video is uploaded, which happens every week. So guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoy this. I don't know if you've been considering this kind of product or were sort of wondering whether or not it was worth the investment. Personally, I do, and I will continue to use it. And let me know if you've tried it yourself and what your thoughts were on it. Do leave your comments down below, because I so enjoy hearing from you guys too. So thanks again for joining today, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks. Bye. Okay, are we ready?